So welcome to Concept Arena. In this video, we will discuss about the place of supply amendment. In the chapter place of supply, we have a new notified service, which is service of research and development related to pharmaceutical sector. Basically, ये आया था with effect from 1st of October 2019 and notification came on 30th September. Okay, so understanding the basic nature of service, that what kind of service is being supplied. तो ये समझते हैं. सबसे पहला सप्लायर, we have a supplier. Here we have supplier in taxable territory and we have a recipient in non taxable territory. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल के लिए ले लो USA, UK, कोई भी नॉन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी मतलब कोई भी कंट्री विच इज़ नॉट इन द टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी. सो वो हो जाएगा लोकेशन ऑफ रेसिपिएंट. और लोकेशन ऑफ सप्लायर विल बी इन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी दैट इज़ इन इंडिया. तो सप्लायर क्या करता है, बेसिकली रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट और टेस्टिंग सर्विस सप्लाई करता है टू रेसिपिएंट. एंड व्हाट रेसिपिएंट इज़ डूइंग, ही सेंड सम केमिकल्स, कंपाउंड्स और नोवेल केमिकल फॉर टेस्टिंग, और ये टेस्टिंग करके इनको रिजल्ट या रिपोर्ट देता है. सो दिस इज़ द बेसिक सर्विस. ओके, and there are different 10 types of services that have been explained in the notification. They are a little bit technical, but we have to understand the basic nature of the service. So this is the basic crux of the service, that recipient is supplying some kind of compound or chemical or molecules etc. for testing to the research unit in taxable territory, and he is supplying service to the recipient by doing what, research or development or testing of that chemical or compound. So the notification says that if this kind of service is taking place, so the place of supply will be the location of recipient. Okay, the end use or enjoyment of service, where the enjoyment of service is taking place, that will be the place of supply. So enjoyment कहाँ हो रहा है, नॉन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी में. ये रिसिपेंट उस यूज़ कर रहा है ना इस रिपोर्ट रिसर्च रिजल्ट का. सो ही इज़ यूजिंग ही इज़ द एंड यूज़र ऑफ द सर्विस और एन्जॉयमेंट ऑफ सर्विस. सो दिस विल बी द प्लेस ऑफ सप्लाई. ओके, सो दिस वाज इन अ लेमैन टर्म. सो वी विल डिस्कस इन डिटेल फ्रॉम द नोटिफिकेशन. सो हियर यू हैव द नोटिफिकेशन. Okay, so this came on 30th of September, and it says that in exercise of the powers and confirmed by section 13 of IGST Act, the central government, on being satisfied that it is necessary to in order to prevent double taxation, non-taxation of supply of service, or for uniform application of rules on recommendation of council, hereby notifies. Okay, hereby notifies the following description of service or circumstances as specified in column 2 of table A. This is the column 2 of table A, in which place of supply shall be the place of effective use and enjoyment of a service. So place of supply will be what? Place of supply will be place of effective use and enjoyment of service. That is location of recipient. Okay, so this is the description of service or circumstances, and this is the place of supply. So description of service is what? Supply of research and development services related to pharmaceutical sector as specified in column 2 and 3 of serial number 1 to 10 in table B. there is a table B. टेबल B है, इसमें कुछ सर्विसेज के नाम और उनके डिस्क्रिप्शन दिए हैं. तो इस टाइप की अगर सर्विसेज वो देता है, कौन? सप्लायर हु इज़ लोकेटेड इन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी टू अ रेसिपिएंट हु इज़ लोकेटेड इन नॉन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी. ओके, बाय अ पर्सन लोकेटेड इन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी टू अ पर्सन लोकेटेड इन नॉन टैक्सेबल टेरिटरी. So in this case, what will be the place of supply? The place of supply of services shall be the location of recipient of service, subject to fulfillment of following conditions. What are the conditions? First of all, the supply of service from taxable territory are provided as per the contract. So he is supplying some services, so that service should be as per the contract. ओके, तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का जो स्कोप होगा उसके बाहर सर्विस नहीं दे सकता, नहीं प्रोवाइड कर सकता. जो भी होगा स्कोप ऑफ सर्विस के विद इन ही हैज़ टू सप्लाई द सर्विस. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में जो स्कोप डिफाइंड होगा उस के विद इन ही हैज़ टू सप्लाई द सर्विस. So as per the contract between provider located taxable territory and service recipient located non-taxable territory. Okay. Second condition, what is the second condition? Such supply of service fulfills all other conditions specified in the export of services except subclause 3 provided at clause 6 of subsection 2 of IGST Act. So what were the conditions that have to be satisfied for a service to be called as export of service? That is, suppliers is located in India, recipient outside India, place of supply outside India, payment received in convertible foreign exchange or in Indian rupees as referred by RBI, and supplier and recipient are not merely establishment of a distinct person. So these were the condition, total 5 condition. So except third condition, all the 4 condition must be satisfied. So after that, the location of recipient of service will be the place of supply. So first condition is that as per the service should be as per contract. Okay, and second is export of services की conditions fulfill हो जानी चाहिए. एक्सेप्ट प्लेस ऑफ सप्लाई आउटसाइड इंडिया कंडीशन को छोड़ के बाकी 4 कंडीशन फुलफिल होनी चाहिए. In that case, location of recipient of service will be the place of supply. Okay, so now in the table B, all the technical names and technical descriptions have been given, which you can read just for once, and you have to remember basically आपको ये नाम याद रखने हैं nature of supply के. Okay, so this is integrated डिस्कवरी एंड डेवलपमेंट, देन इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट. सो इसका डिस्क्रिप्शन यहाँ दिया हुआ है. सो दिस प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व्स डिस्कवरी एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स बाय फार्मास्यूटिकल सेक्टर फॉर मेडिसिनल यूज. द स्टेप्स इंक्लूड डिजाइनिंग ऑफ कंपाउंड, इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ द ड्रग मेटाबॉलिज्म, biological activity, manufacture of target compound, stability study, long term toxicology impact, etc., etc. So this is a little bit technical. You have to remember the names only, these names, and the nature of the service. Only these 2 things you have to remember, not this description. You can just read for once for your knowledge purpose, that's it. So the third one is that evaluation of efficacy of new chemical or biological entities in animal models of disease. Okay, in this case this is a vivo research. Vivo research means within animal, involves development of customized animal model diseases and administration of novel chemical in doses to animals to evaluate the gene and protein expressions in response to diseases. In this last line is important, the novel chemical is supplied by the service recipient. This is the recipient, he is supplying novel chemical to supplier in located in taxable territory. After that, fourth one, in this case also you have to remember the name only, evaluation of biological activity of novel chemical oblique biological entities in vitro assays, vitro research, that is outside the animal. An assay is first developed and then the novel chemical is supplied by the service recipient located in non-taxable territory and is evaluated in the assay under optimized conditions. Then the fifth one is drug metabolism and pharmacokinetics of new chemical entities. This process involves investigation whether a new compound synthesized by the supplier can be developed as a new drug to treat what human diseases. ठीक है, इसमें क्या होता है, इस प्रोसेस में इन्वेस्टिगेशन होती है whether a new compound synthesized by the supplier it can be developed as a new drug, क्या उससे अपन ट्रीट कर सकते हैं ह्यूमन डिजीजेस को एक्सेट्रा, ठीक है. उसके बाद उसकी सॉलिबिलिटी, स्टेबिलिटी इन बॉडी फ्लूइड्स, स्टेबिलिटी इन लीवर टिश्यू, इट्स टॉक्सिक इफेक्ट ऑन बॉडी टिश्यूज़, प्रॉमिसिंग कंपाउंड्स आर फर्दर इवेल्यूएटेड इन एनिमल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स. फिर एनिमल पे उसको एक्सपेरिमेंट किया जाता है जैसे रैट और माइस. ओके. उसके बाद सेफ्टी असेसमेंट टॉक्सिकोलॉजी. इसमें क्या होता है? सेफ्टी असेसमेंट इन्वॉल्व्स इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ न्यू केमिकल एंटिटीज इन लेबोरेटरी रिसर्च एनिमल मॉडल्स टू सपोर्ट फाइलिंग ऑफ investigational new drug and new drug applications. Toxicology team analyzes the potential toxicity of a drug to enable fast and effective drug development. Then comes the stability studies, in which studies are conducted to support formulation, development, safety and efficacy of a new drug. Okay, so वो drug कितना stable है. It is also done to ascertain the quality and shelf life of a drug in their intended packaging configuration. After that, bioequivalence and bioavailability studies. So these are the nature of supply that are being supplied by the service supplier in the taxable territory. Then is the clinical trials. The drugs that are developed for human consumption would undergo human testing to confirm its utility and safety before being registered. Okay, so is a clinical trial. Then biological entity studies, bioanalytical studies. So bioanalysis is subdiscipline of analytical chemistry covering the quantitative measurement of drugs and their metabolites and biological molecules in non-natural locations or concentrations, and macromolecules, proteins, DNA, large molecule drugs and metabolites in biological systems. So these are little bit technical. You just read for it once and that's it. Okay, so remember this date. This notification came into force on 1st of October 2019. So coming back to the first page, what you have to remember this description of service, that the supplier in the non-taxable territory is supplying service to the recipient in non-taxable territory, and he is supplying as per the contract, and the service is fulfilling the conditions, all the condition of export of service except one condition, that is place of supply is outside India. ये condition छोड़ के बाकी सारी condition fulfill कर रहा है. In that case, the place of supply will be the location of recipient. Okay, so you have to remember just basically these points. So this was the notification and this was the new service which have been notified. So this is the end of the video. Thank you.